Where did you and Eleni go on your first date?
Our first date. So that would that's actually a surprisingly tricky question. I'm going to go ahead and answer Tizane, this coffee house and apparently gay bar, though we didn't realize that at the time, in West Hartford.
Okay. What has been your favorite date with Eleni up until this point?
Favorite date? I am going to go ahead and say date. Interesting. You know, one that really stands out to me is one that we went on also in Hartford. And I just remember it was snowing and we were the only ones in the parking lot. We went to a movie theater. So we went and saw The King's Speech. And we had a nice dinner and all that beforehand. But it was just so cool having the entire parking lot to ourselves, and there was just enough snow so it looked like we were the only people in the world. It was just kind of really like a cool cinematic moment. So that was a good one. I'm sure I could come up with others.
I think that's good.
Okay.
I think that's good.
She probably won't guess that one.
What is your favorite outfit that Eleni wears?
Favorite outfit. Okay, so that she wears regularly. I'm gonna go ahead and guess. So she has a black top that's kind of a little bit more fitted and has a little bit more of a neckline than she typically shows.
Sure.
So I like that with jeans and some of her kind of black boots. I mean, it's just nice and simple, but yeah, I like that one a lot.
What is your favorite swear word?
Fuck.
Spider-Man, Batman, or Superman?
Batman.
How many kids do you want, and how many does Eleni want?
While I am totally okay with any number, if I had to pick one, I would say I thought 3 worked out very well. And I'm going to go ahead and say Eleni wants either 2 or 3, probably leaning towards 2.
Okay. Who will be the disciplinarian when you have kids, and who will spoil them?
She's going to be the disciplinarian. I don't know about spoiling them, but lets them get away with increasingly insane shit would probably be me.
Okay.
Sorry.
What is the funniest moment that you two have had together?
Funniest moment that we've had together. We've had a lot of funny moments. Let me think. So just in terms of funny occasions, there was that time in Portugal where we had bought a nice bottle of port and we were planning on bringing it back to the U.S. Unfortunately, we were too cheap to check a bag, so we were trying to sneak it onto the plane through security. Unfortunately, they're like, "Oh no, you can't bring this." It's also too late to check the bag now, and we're like, "Okay." So we drank the entire bottle.
Oh my god!
As quickly as we could, because we didn't want it to go to waste. And so doing that immediately before getting on a plane, like we're talking budget airlines, so it wasn't a smooth flight. It was kind of like the entire time. So that was funny in retrospect. At the time, it started off great, got increasingly miserable. Because, man.
I like it.
Yeah, we just now started liking port again. So.
What is the one thing that you do that Eleni thinks is the most embarrassing?
Thing that I do that she finds embarrassing. Interesting. So I think that I tend to take her family's side occasionally, like in a slightly teasing way, and it's all completely good-hearted on my part, but I think she kind of wishes that I would just, retract a little.
Okay. What is one thing you want to do before you die?
Everything. But one thing. I would love to visit space. I know that is wildly improbable, but like if I had to pick one priority,
Okay.
hmm
What is one thing Eleni does that annoys you?
do I have to answer that?
You do.
Oh my goodness. Um, can it be occasionally annoys me, but generally I find endearing?
Sure.
Okay. So she has a cap disability, meaning she will close things just
Oh,
enough
that's
so that
right.
they look closed. They are not, in fact, closed. So 99% of the time, that's adorable. 1% of the time, it soaks my phone or something with seltzer. So
Okay.
that tiny fraction of the time, remember, Eleni, the first step to solving a problem is admitting that you have one. So we can do this.
If you had one superpower, what would it be?
Ability to teleport anywhere.
What is the nickname for your Wang?
Tiberius.
If Eleni could sleep with one celebrity, alive or dead, who would it be?
Interesting. If Eleni could.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I don't know his name, but I'm going to go ahead and guess whoever that werewolf guy from True Blood is.
Oh,
Yeah, right?
Good
I mean,
choice.
I can't blame her. I know when I see
If and same question to you, if you could sleep with one celebrity, alive or dead, who would it be?
Hmm. Hmm. I'm going to go with Elizabeth Hurley circa like 1999.
Okay. What's the best place you and Eleni have traveled together?
Best place we've traveled together. Hmm. Uh, so I really, really loved our trip to Santorini. That was pretty magical. But she's gonna guess that one. So I am gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna go ahead and say Edinburgh, Scotland, and the Highlands surrounding it.
Okay. What's your favorite thing Eleni cooks?
Probably that sriracha chicken dish she makes. It's pretty out of this world.
What famous person do you think Eleni resembles?
Sophia Loren.
What famous person does Eleni think you resemble?
Um, gee, she occasionally says Tom Cruise, but she doesn't. She usually kind of denies that a little bit. Who else? She said someone else the other day. Um, the name isn't sticking, but Tom Cruise. You're welcome.
What is your song together?
Our song. So "Sweet Disposition" by the Temper Trap.
Let's see. Which one of your habits would Eleni most want you to break? Maybe that's the family thing. Is that too?
Well, that's not really a habit.
Sure.
That's just something I occasionally do because good-natured teasing is more of a part of my family, I think. Um, one of my habits. She probably would like me to, before putting them in the laundry bin, to make sure my socks are right side out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What is Eleni's biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve?
Just in general.
Oh, any kind of noise. So if someone is smacking their food, they're immediately on Eleni's shit list, like irrecoverably. You're doomed.
Okay.
So don't smack your food, people.
What is your pet name for Eleni?
Probably Renimus, which is an extreme. I don't know how it got from Eleni to. I mean, yeah, it got there somehow.
Okay.
So there it is.
If Eleni could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Anywhere in the world? By herself? With me? Good question.
Intentionally vague.
So let's see. I think that she would probably choose to go New Zealand. somewhere in there, mountains. See some hobbits.
What is your favorite part of Eleni's body?
Obviously, her face.
Okay. What is her favorite part of your body?
Hopefully, my face.
When did you first tell Eleni that you loved her?
Hmm. So that was actually also in Hartford. It was in an apartment I was borrowing from Liz Bannon for a semester, and we were laying there cuddling, and that's what happened.
When did you first know that she was the one?
About the same time, actually. I don't say I love you lightly.
What is Eleni's favorite movie?
Hmm. I think she would say that she doesn't really have one, but just because I think it's funny, I'm going to go ahead and say My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Okay. Who's the more stubborn one in your relationship?
She is much more stubborn.
And what are you most excited for on your wedding day?
I'm really excited for us to bring like both of our worlds together for a whole day. I mean, or more than a whole day. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited to have everyone there to celebrate with us.
That's it.
Ooh, excellent.